do my own design today. And I don't know, I've been having issues with dragging the resource file to the design page. I don't know, it's not showing on my screen. What's on my screen is just the normal Figma where the 14 Pro, where the 14 and 15 Pro Max um screen is showing. But I've been having issues dragging it. I'm not even, if I try to do it, it's not even appearing on my screen at all. I don't know whether I'm doing something wrong or I don't know. That's
Okay,
my challenge so far, yes.
okay. So first of all, we do have the first step is for you to actually extract the images. If you have you extracted the images from the when you downloaded it, did you extract the images?
Okay, I did not extract the images. I only downloaded.
Okay, so basically your system doesn't have WinRAR.
It doesn't have what?
Okay, that's very strange. That's good. That's a sign. It doesn't have WinRAR or zip on zip.
Okay, I don't know if I should use the earpiece. I can't hear it clearly, but
WinRAR, WinRAR.
WinRAR. I
Yeah,
don't think it does. So
you've not heard. Okay, good.
I
That
don't
means
know.
I know that's why. So basically, if you've not extracted it, that's why it's not working. And you need to download WinRAR. It's
Okay.
when you download it, you just have to extract it, and when you extract it, the images will be able to appear on Figma when you drag it into Figma.
Okay.
So it's
Okay, if I just
basically
extract it, all I have to do is come to Figma to um
when you open Figma, you just have to open your Windows Explorer on the left or right or somewhere that you know that you
okay.
can see Figma screen and you can see your Windows Explorer. And then you open the folder you have extracted and you do the rest.
Okay.
So
You
it's as
the
what?
okay, the WinRAR is like WIN
WinRAR.
R, okay, okay. Alright. Thank you.
So when you actually do that, you have the icon will look something like this, and it's gonna be like just do okay. So your it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like this icon right here.
Okay.
Okay, so you see this kind of icon when you download it, and the file is called WinRAR. So when you get the WinRAR, when you install the WinRAR on your PC, your
Mm.
folder which you've downloaded will change to this. If it doesn't change to it, you just need to right click and then you go to um, don't actually use open with. You see the WinRAR and then you
Mm.
go here, you go to extract
Okay.
files, and when you extract the files, you just choose your downloads, which is where you are right now, and you
Mm.
just click OK, then you're good to go.
All right. Thank you very much. I'll try
No
it out
problem.
and then I'll get back to you later on.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so what's that? It's an open room, so you can actually tell us your experience and is there any issues you're facing.
Okay, good evening, coach. So,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, boss. Okay, so concerning what the other lady just said now, I had the same issues, and while you were saying WinRAR, I was like, oh, I actually saw this. My system actually prompted me to download, but I was like, no, I'm not. I didn't say anything like that, so I just skipped. So what I did was, I think I went to my download section. Maybe I was lucky enough. I had to go and start taking them one after the like pinned, copied it, and then just dragged. So it kind of worked for me that
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
That's what
that's
I,
one actually. Yeah.
oh, okay, okay. All right.
So basically, everybody has learned something new. Anytime you're downloading something in major quantity in from Google Drive, it's like a computer basics. So when you download anything in a group or a folder on Google Drive, it comes in as a RAW file, and then you need WinRAR to actually extract it or unzip any of them. But we normally use WinRAR for it mostly. So that's how it does.
All right, boss.
Okay. Any more questions or your experience and anything? Anybody else?
Hello, Coach. Good evening.
Hello, bonsoir.
Um, actually, I'm not yet to start the course. I just want to appreciate. I just clicked the first video, but I've not gone for. Hopefully, this weekend I'm going
Let me pray
to.
for you. Let me pray for you. Let me pray for you. We do well. You will do well. Say
Amen.
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 Amen. Hallelujah. The Lord is your
Amen.
strength. The
Amen.
Lord is
Amen.
your strength.
Thank you. I just thought to say that. Yeah. Thank you.
Don't be afraid. You can't do it. Don't worry. You can't
All
do
right.
it.
Chibuike,
It's
I
not
see
going to
you.
be difficult for you. Don't worry. It's just
Uh, all right. Thank you.
okay. You can start and then you use your time and just if there's any issues, you reach out to me and
All right.
we go along with what we see.
All right. Thank you.
Thou shalt not be afraid by what you hear. No matter what you
Mhm.
have seen on the group, do not be afraid. We can overcome. Okay, don't be afraid.
Sure.
Yes.
Thank you. How about Chibuike?
Okay. So, anybody else? Any question? Anybody else? Any question? So, like I said, anytime you're designing anything, just remember, think your user first. Okay. It's always the end product. You're thinking about the user. You're thinking about the interface. And basically, it's not everything that comes with a beautiful interface. Some users just want things to be functional. So you can actually just create something special, and then the client might be like, "Ish, I don't want that." Yeah, you can ask, boss.
So I didn't want to interrupt you, sir. Okay. So I have one question. While doing all of this and struggling with all of these questions, actually a struggle,
Yeah,
something
ask.
came to my head, and I just wanted to ask. So
Yes.
I understand this whole login page, welcome back page, create account because most of us use these things. Like we all
Yeah.
use these things. But I wanted to ask, this page is for example, this is a grocery store, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I mean those pages where you have to scroll.
Yeah.
I see different options, like all the way down to almost like 30 pages. You're still scrolling. Let's
Yeah.
take, for example, just for reference sake now, let's take Jumia store or
Yeah.
Temu store. Do you guys also do stuff like that? Is that the work of UI UX designers?
Yes. Basically, I just this is just the basics. So we like I said, this is like introduction to UI. UI is more deeper because number one, you are seeing the first screen, right? This is just you are seeing just the login, the sign up, and then the reset password. So basically, there is supposed to be a screen that will show you that okay, the password is not valid. There's supposed to be a screen. That's why sometimes when you type some password, you see the. That's why I taught you guys how to use the stroke on your boxes. If you
Mhm.
notice, there
Yeah.
was a green stroke on your box, so it shows that it's active. But then in mobile devices, if you notice that when the password does not work, it goes to red and then you
Yeah.
see a red text underneath. So those are different screens that you have to create when designing a mobile app. They are different. You have to create all the pages, all the products, and basically for the UI, we have to design everything as a sample. And then afterwards, when we give it to the developers,
The
they develop it.
developers. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so they develop it and they create the different codes and different what do we call it that time? Jeez, I always forget that name. Different there are some codes that we have to create that will make it known that okay, this is for this product, this for this name and so on. And those are different. I don't know if I have this screen here that will actually show you the different, like a wider view of how a screen can be like, not a client project tool, so I have to not be scared because client will just come and cut my neck. But yeah, that's how it's a lot of things actually. It's a lot of screen that goes into, because you have to, like for Jumia, yeah, we've done a clone of Jumia before, and I've done actually I've done that before, and yeah, okay, let's just say something like this. So you see this kind of screens, you can see my screen, right?
Yes, you can see it.
Okay, cool. So you see that this one is like a
Holy.
chat screen. So you have to create each of the screen one by one. You have so like you can see this is dark mode and light mode. And basically this is what we use pages for. We don't just design everything on one page. So I put light mode here. Screens and everything one by one, and you have to show the process. So like you can see here, we have the one that the person is recording, and then you want to cancel to show that okay, this is for cancellation. And also when you want to delete, you can see how the background does this thing. It becomes blurry, and then you see when you delete, and then after deleting, that message will go off, and then it becomes like this. And like different things, you view how you view the photo, how you want the photo to be viewed, how you want the video to play, and you can
Yeah.
see that when you're playing the video, yeah, like when you're playing the video on Instagram is different when you're playing a video on LinkedIn or Facebook. So those ideas are what, and if they want to copy the same thing, like I said, you can copy a design, but not to copy exactly what you see. You can actually change some things when designing. That is what helps you to be a better designer. So you can actually spot a correction that the app doesn't see, but you see it as the designer, so you upgrade it. That is what design is all about. You don't have to copy the same thing and then ah, just okay. So you can see
Wow.
that that's the, and then you have to name it that this is your home screen, this is your personal message, this is your, and you can see how the names are on top. Like I said, you have to name them: group message, personal message, file organization, and so
Mm.
on. So those are different stages when it comes to
Oh
okay.
wow.
So that's
Yes,
that.
but
Okay,
thank you.
yeah, you're very welcome. Okay, so anyone has a question or you want to tell us about your experience or something, or maybe there's an issue you're facing, just let me know. Okay, yeah, sure, you can ask. You can ask. Yeah. Madam Victoria, you can ask.
Okay, I tried to download the WinRAR and I don't know, is it paid for?
No, you don't have to pay for it. Don't
But the,
actually visit. Anytime that thing pops up, you close it.
okay,
It's
there's this one that I saw. They said that it's either it's still on that test that they can use it for 40 days before payment. I don't know if it's the right one I'm downloading.
okay. So basically, when you
Because
want to download Mira, this is what you do. Okay, so let me just show it as a basic. When you want to download Mira, it's a simple thing. So, but I know that it's kind of difficult sometimes. So you just download WinRAR and you go to WinRAR and you just WinRAR download blah 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 story for the gods. Then you open the browser itself and then you download WinRAR. Yeah. So when you download WinRAR, you don't reason anything. Don't read anything that you see here. But I know that we always want to read because you don't know what you're agreeing to. That's for sure. When it comes to a contract, you can read like that in a very deep way. So that's understandable. But this one, you download WinRAR and then you just wait. You look for this button again, and then you click on download. But do not reason anything that has to do with buy. So now it's showing you this, but it's downloading here as you can see. You see that, right? I don't know if you can see it.
yes, I
If
can
this,
see it. Yes.
yeah, so basically it has downloaded, but it's showing you this page to advertise. This is like advertisement that okay, now get 40 days free, but it's already downloaded here. So all you have to do is that you just need to install it. So you press here, and then your it begins the installation process for you, which you have to go to WinRAR, and then you click on yes, and you wait for it to. So the first thing you see when you click on yes is this thing here. Okay, so you just continue to install, and it's all yours.
Okay, thank you. That was that. Oh, I stopped at this point
Ah,
because I
okay.
was seeing
Don't be
40
afraid.
days, blah blah, and I'm like, okay, I don't
Let
know.
the trial be there because number one, I've used it for almost more than how many days. So basically, the trial will be there. It will always be there. So when you're opening WinRAR, anytime you're opening WinRAR like this, you will see this thing called evaluation copy, and
Mm.
then you see after a 40 day blah blah blah. You always close it. Till today, we're still doing it since the year I downloaded WinRAR the first time.
All
Yeah, so
right,
we're always closing that thing because we don't want to see it because we're already going to use it without the trial thing.
payment.
So
Okay,
yeah, every time that thing pops up, you close it. There is no issue. Don't worry,
okay,
it's not virus. Don't be
okay.
scared. Yeah.
Thank you. Let me go ahead to press yes.
The
All
only thing you
right.
should be afraid of is antivirus. Antivirus is virus itself, so that kind of thing. So
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
all
It's
right.
true. Antivirus is virus, so
Wow.
that's true. So
Okay, thank you.
you're very welcome. Okay, so okay, boss, you can ask question. Cool. Yeah.
All right, but so the very first time I tried downloading Figma, and I was using the system, and I opened it, and the first thing that I was seeing that my eyes went to was it was giving me a limited number of pages I could open.
Yes. Yes.
Why is that?
So yes, you are limited to 3 pages. So we have this two system in Figma. So on Figma, which is the one we use, so it's the free version. So Figma is actually paid for, and when you are using Figma, this is Figma in a whole, and then you have the one that you are paying for, which is the main one we normally use, which is the on the left side. You see the two free pages left,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
basically, we have this thing you have to sign up for an educational purpose, and which I have three of those accounts. So the educational Figma, there is a but it's a long process though. You have to sign in with like a school ID or so, like the system, and then you allowed to have the full version of Figma, and which I used. I didn't know that I actually used it when I was actually doing the recording. So you can actually use the dev mode on this version too, which is something that we normally use, and you can actually add more than 3 pages to on this version. And
Oh,
it's called
yeah.
educational mode, and it's it's where you enjoy Figma the most, where you can click and you can actually do things that will make it easy for you to actually give to your developer because it will give you everything on the right here. So the person can expect everything. You click here, it takes you and gives you everything you've used on that page, the colors, the assets, and the padding and border, everything around it. So you see, so it
Yeah.
gives you, yeah. So it gives the developer the idea that this is the space from here to here is 30, from here to here is this and that. So that's that's the full version of Figma. And basically, you can actually mark them for development, which is when you actually do the one that you're working with your developer. Just mark ready and then respond to your developer. And yeah, so
Oh, okay. So, which means in the long run, if we want to continue with this, we'll have to probably follow that step.
so it's not everyone can actually have this educational mode, but it's something. If it's something that you would want to, I would try to actually find it out and let you know
All right,
on
boss.
how to do it. So yeah, so you can actually have because there are some like this educational, yeah. So basically, it gives you this market edu,
Yeah.
and edu. So these three, I can use my, and with this three, I can actually have more projects than normal. So when you have those, um, the mark there, that edu mark, your project, you can have more than four. So like this one, I have seven. So seven, and yeah, that's how it is.
All right, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, Dr. can ask. Okay.
Okay, hello, coach. I would like to know the difference that pops up with the stroke. I don't really see what's the purpose of the stroke.
For the stroke you have on your screen, which of the
Um,
strokes actually?
you see, at times you work with the fill, then we move to stroke, then we put in the colors.
Is it the one on the username, password, and the rest of it?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay, sure. So the user of the strokes, not it's depending on what you want to do as the designer. Then if you choose not to add stroke, you can choose not to, because everything you're designing must have a usage. So we have a stroke here, and then we have a stroke here, and then we have password, confirm password, and basically this is what we have. Okay, so we have this now right here, and I'm just going to draw a new frame right here like this, so to be inside that frame. Okay, so we have this right here now, and then we want um so this is what we have as the stroke. So like I said, everything is for a reason. Okay, so we have this stroke now, and then we know that this is something called this is a dormant stage, right? This is what it welcomes you with when you're on the app. Then the next stage will be like a stage when it is active. Okay, so we have this is like what we call components and assets. Like I said, you have assets and you create them down anytime you want to use it. So this is a dormant state. This will not be an active state. So an active state, we can say, okay, we don't want it to be, we don't want it to have a stroke. We can put off the stroke, and then we make the typing, the text inside. Let's make the text, let it not be 282 again. Let it be, since it's active, the user know that it's already there. So we want it to be maybe a lighter shade here. So we say, okay, it's active because this one wants to type, okay? And this will be active stage. And then we want the one that there is, it's a very good stage, which means it's, let's just say it's working and it's good to go. So it's okay, we use a green. So let's use the green now for this one. So basically it's to show that, okay, it's approved. Let's use something from the parent green. So we just, okay. So it's an approved one. Sorry, which is that. So we have this one as an approved one. So we say, okay. So we know that the text inside will be typed out. So let's just say, um, both of them are star, 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 star. So this is the password and it's approved, right? And then we want the next one to be um, error, so meaning that the password is not too good or it's not the same, like two passwords are different. So we just say, okay, we want the stroke to be red. And so we're not, okay, this one is for error. Okay, so then we can do this like to, so now we'll say, okay, this one is the normal stage. This one is the active stage. This one is the succeed stage or success. And then we have the error stage. So that means we know that we have the use of the stroke for this section here. Are we good?
Yes, coach. And so now,
Okay.
what's the difference between fill and the stroke?
So it's simple. Now the stroke is just it's an outline. Okay, so it's
Okay.
outside the line, outside the line. Then fill is inside the main box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. Okay, anybody has any question? Or yeah, it's both question and anything you've gained or okay, let's not be silent. You don't have to be silent. Oh, you don't have to be silent.
Sorry, Coach Zeno. Good evening.
Hello, hello.
Okay, I heard Wayra. Maybe I'm hearing it for the first time in my existence.
Yep.
Please, what is it used for?
Okay, so basically, it's used to actually unzip files that are zipped. So zip files are those raw files that they basically on in old systems we had
Oh,
zip files that look like this. So I don't know if you have seen a file that let me show you an example now. So the zip file on your system, it's going to be like something like this. For example, sorry, let me bring it out now. So if you ever come across this on your PC, you will know what I'm saying. So zip files are something like this. So you download the file, and then you notice that the file is like this. It's zipped. So WinRAR helps you to remove the files that are inside the zip file. And some zip file might be created with password. So it's it's all inside the file. Oh, let me show you an example. Okay, let's just say, for example, I have maybe a folder, right? Let me teach you how it is done. So basically, we have a folder. Let's just say we have, let me look for a folder. Okay, I have this folder right now, right? And then I said, okay, this is, I want to give it to someone and I want it to be on the zip file. So I right click it and then I go to WinRAR, which I have here, right? And I go to WinRAR and I say, okay, I want it to be, I want it to add to, since it's 3x, I can just say add to 3x bar, right? And then it's zipped. So that's it. You have 3x bar here. So basically now I want to open that file. And so what I'll do is I'll just click on it, right? Since I already downloaded it on my PC, right click, and then I go to WinRAR again, and then I extract the file. When I extract the file, it will show me the name and the directory of where it is. Like I downloaded it, so it's going to be on downloads. And then I press OK, and then to extract into my PC, which is this again. So I'm just saying again because I had it before. So you don't have it, so you just have to extract it. So that's what WinRAR is used for. Are we good?
yes, okay. I discovered, I think most of the system we have is the installers used to integrate in it. So I was thinking, I used to see those things and I start fire. I didn't know the name is Wayne actually. I didn't take notes of that.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Actually, some system have just extract file like that. That was that time, but I don't believe
Yeah.
this period actually some extracts normal extraction does not work. Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
files like maybe you download Photoshop now, for example, you want to extract Photoshop, and you just use the extract normal extract on your laptop. Sometimes that doesn't work. I don't think they have it now for Windows. What Windows are you using?
I use with I can't remember. Is it Windows 10? I'm sure it's more than that. I
Okay,
can't remember
maybe
exactly.
if it's Windows 11, which I'm using, okay, that's fine. But yeah, you have to download WinRAR and use it. So yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Okay, so anyone has anything to say, anything to want to?
Hello, coach.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm alive. How are you?
I'm good.
Great.
I have a question.
Okay, shoot.
I I was trying to type in the time,
Okay.
but it couldn't work. I don't know why. It
Oh,
it
heart
showed
attack.
some very small details, but it was not what
My,
I saw from your video.
my heart is shaking. Okay, you said it couldn't work. This is a kind of thing that I'm always afraid of. When I hear that thing, it didn't work. It couldn't work. It doesn't work. I was like, what? Seriously? Do we have? Okay, but let me explain how to do it. Okay, so it won't be scary. Okay, so
All right.
we have it's normally you always see something small. That is Figma. Figma is big. Actually, it's a big board, like I said. So this is Figma, right? This is what you're seeing, right? But then this is what you can also see. You can't see anything. It is zoomed out. Like, so basically, you can zoom in and then you have your screen, which is normal thing here. This is your screen. This is what you see first, and then you click on T or you press T, and then you click it here. So first of all, if you click T, you notice something changed, right? When you are here like this, you are seeing on the right side, you are seeing variables, styles, and export, right? And then you click on your T, you come here, you just click T, and then you see everything change, which means your text is active, your position is here, your layout is here, your appearance is here, your typography is here. So this is what you should be looking at. And then when you look at the typography, you're going to see the name of the font. You're going to see the size of the fonts, which are very many. Yeah, not all of them have many. And then you're going to see okay, let me just say this is the size in weight in a way, and this is the size in the number. So basically, this is 16. So if I type something now on this 16, it's gonna be like this. Now imagine if you are typing something, this is 16, and then maybe your Figma is new to your system, and the general number that you'll be using is 10. So just imagine that's what you're seeing right there, right? It's tiny. So what do? You click on it, and then you come here, and then you increase it. Okay, you can increase it to 16 or anyone, and then you just put it there, which means it's back. Or if you're not seeing it at all, that means you typed it outside here. But if it's inside here, you can actually just come here again. If you can't like see it clearly here, you can come here again to look for it. It will be under your iPhone thing. Click on it, and then you come here, you increase the size. And if it's not there, it might be because your there was someone actually called. I had to we called, and then I noticed that her layout was about 16,000, like 16,000 something plus on the width, which killed me because I was surprised. She said it was too small. So basically, the this width here was about I think was it 80,000 or 60,000 something. So basically, if you are using only like 60,000, it will be like this because you want it to be big. Are you saying it's even bigger than the whole screen? So imagine like you're using let me just say 16,000. Let me see. Okay, yeah, 16, yeah. So imagine you're using something of 16,000, right? And then you are using a font that is just, let's just say the font is just 12. What do you see? Nothing. So that's where you should check. You should always check there that maybe it's the layout here that's having the issue. You press K. When you press K, you come here, you change it back to 430. So it's 430, that's the default. And I know that it should be small, but it should be small, it should not be big because you can actually zoom it in. So are we good?
Yes, I'll try that, then get back to you.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Uh, you're welcome. And please don't put it in your head and believe that it cannot be done. Don't do that. It can be done. Relax. Okay, so it won't deceive you a lot. Okay, just just take note. Don't do that. Okay, so any more questions and before we go to next, please. Man, Mary had a little. Let's go, please. Any more questions or any addition or anything at all? Well, since in absence of no question or anything, or maybe uh, nothing at all. Anything? Okay, so we're good, right? We are hyped up for the next week and to finish the whole thing UI UX. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, that's good. And please let's remove that thing from my mind called it cannot be done. It can't be done. What is done in the video, my Figma is different from yours. My laptop is different from yours, and please let's not go there. Okay, so please don't be afraid. Okay, yes, don't. It's really scary when I see this kind of material. Like, what? You sure? Really? Okay, they work. Uh, and also, you can add extra too. Like I said, if you want to add extra, or it's just mix it by yourself. Be creative there. We have a welcome back user. You can actually do, and I don't know if you guys noticed. Um, we all use Windows 11, right? Yeah. So if you use Windows 11, you notice that there are things like this now that pop up on your screen. So if you're typing, and then you can just, if you press your Windows key and V, you see this kind of box. And in this kind of box, you can choose your icon, and you can just maybe choose a wave icon, and then you can add this is what you see on apps that you see nowadays, and welcome back user, and you can see the hand waving to the person and create an account. You can actually just come here, Windows G, you choose this icon, the emoji, you can use on keypad or create an account, or you can use person. And I think we don't have a valid person. Okay, just do that. So yeah, you can use this thing for even password. Just cut it. And so in case anybody like you don't know that function, you just learned a new one, you can actually press anytime you're there. Maybe you can activate it if you don't have it on your Windows yet. You can actually do it now. If you just press this button B, you notice that it pops up. So you can actually copy up to I think 20 things. Yeah, more than 20 things. You can actually anytime you copy something, it will save here. And when you want to paste it somewhere, you can actually just come here, select what you want to paste, click on it, and then it shows there. Then you have GIFs, you have different buttons. So yeah. So in case you don't know, now you know. So you have if you don't have a punctuation, or maybe you're looking for something that you don't have on your screen, you can check it too. And yeah, that's a basic knowledge for everyone. Okay, so okay, so in absence of any questions or feedbacks, and so I want to say that you guys are doing well, and really proud of everyone. Again, you guys are really doing well. It's not easy to start Figma from zero and be able to do your first your first screen, and um, able to start something you you were even afraid to even do before. Like, hey, my first time, how would I do this? So it's a very very good move everyone is doing. It's not really easy, and it's a step by step process. And I believe everyone has the ability to do greater things with this start. And Okay, like for example, now we everybody had a rough start, and this was my start. I this was my first screen I did on Figma. That was in 2023. So this was the first screen I did on Figma. So you should know how the process is. How I didn't know that keyboard and your buttons must be wider. Um, I didn't know that there are some things that you can do separately. I just like did it like my first time using Figma. I used a lot of things on just one screen and a lot of things. This was just me playing, so you should know how testing can be. So like I said, the more you test, like the more you try something new, the more you know how to use it. So that's how the app is. That's how Figma is. It's like all other design apps like Photoshop and the rest of it. So the more you use it, the more you learn how to use it, the more you get to use it, the more even I had the chance of creating great websites, and and then I came to PayPal apps like that. That's a process for you. So when you do something, you try something next, you see something, you try it next. So it helps you grow up and you get acquainted with the tools in Figma. Okay. So you all are doing well. You all are doing great. Well done. And remember, um, I would say you guys have all the resources now on your resource folder. Just check it, and if in case anyone is missing, you let me know. And you have your assessment coming up. So now you have your assessment actually. So don't be afraid. Just do and freestyle. Okay. If you want to even do freestyle, I would actually like it to know. Just shock me, surprise me. How do you surprise me? Just okay. So just do like that. And like I said, since there are questions, yeah, you guys are doing well. So it's Madam Joyce there. I think we're good for today.
Yes, coach. Thank you so much for taking your time to answer the questions. And thank you so much to everyone that joined. And I believe we've all gotten our questions. So please, I'm expecting our submission on time. Please, no late submissions. Thank you. And see you all next week. Please take your time to rest today and like tomorrow. See you on Monday. What happened to
And
Bike?
remember to eat chicken and rice tomorrow. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So it's Sunday tomorrow, so you guys should not miss rice and chicken or meat anyone. Okay. It's Sunday, right? So amazing.
Okay, coach. Okay, bye everybody. See you next week.
Au revoir.